All right. Hello, attendees. We are very excited that you are here this evening. And we would like to really welcome you to the Mount Diablo Virtual College Fair. This evening, we'll be hearing from 6 colleges, and we have just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions for our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the presenters will not be able to see you or hear you. This is one of many, many sessions that are happening in the coming weeks, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions to learn more. And this presentation is being recorded. It will be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. I'd now like to turn it over to our presenters. So we will turn off our webcams and begin with our first presentation from Mount St. Mary's University. So thank you so much.
I always forget to unmute myself. I just go on talking. But hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good night so far. My name is Nicole Villanueva. I'm an admission counselor at Mount St. Mary's University in Los Angeles. And I am just going to give you a brief little overview of who we are. But if you have any questions following this event, my contact information will be at the end. And please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to show you a little bit more of our campus and who we are. So we are an predominantly all-women's college based in Los Angeles. We have 2 campuses. So one of our campuses is in the Santa Monica Mountains, and the other one is about 4 miles from downtown LA. I'll show you a little picture of both in the next slide. But we are a small, private, Catholic, liberal arts school. So Catholic is from our founders, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, who were movers and shakers of their time and just really radical women. And so a lot of the Catholic practices that we have at our school are really rooted in that commitment to social justice and really helping our dear neighbor without distinction. Liberal arts, we want you to be a well-rounded student and want you to, put your feet in a couple of different pots. And so you'll take classes in, psychology, sociology, all of these things that maybe you might not have thought about taking, but will make you a well-rounded student and well-rounded citizen once you leave them out. We have about 1,500 undergraduates, about 3,000 total. So on average, it's going to be like 16 students to a class, so pretty small. Like I said, we have 2 campuses, but 1 mission, 1 university. You can take classes at either one. The same resources are available on both campuses. It's just location, and one is a little bit smaller than the other. And while we are a predominantly women's college, because our nursing program is very popular, we do allow men to apply to the nursing program. So I would say it's about 10% men, 90% women. Went backwards, excuse me. So our more traditional or campus that you might hear of more often is our Chelan campus, which is the picture on the top. It is our traditional undergraduate campus on the top of the Santa Monica Mountains. So on one side, if you look over, you'll see the Pacific Ocean, and on the other side, you'll see the Getty Museum. It has really beautiful views. And what I love about being on that campus is that you can be in the city in Santa Monica, by UCLA, all of these places, but feel very far away and like you're in an oasis or you're, in your own little serene spot. We also have lots of hiking trails around that area for you to explore as well. But we're really close to UCLA, so there's the little Brentwood Village that has places to go shop, get food. I believe there's a movie theater down there in Santa Monica Pier. If you go down the 10 freeway, which I know can be scary, but if you go down the 10, we have our Doheny campus, which is 4 miles from downtown LA. Again, one of the benefits of going to the Doheny campus is that it could be really close to the city, but you wouldn't even know because there's something very peaceful about being on our campus. And Doheny is special because it's mostly made up of historic buildings and mansions. So as you can see in the bottom picture, the Doheny family back in the 1960s were really fond of the Sisters of St. Joseph and their commitment to educating women. And so they actually donated this mansion that's actually a historic building. Students love to go in there because it's so rare. It's a rare opportunity to go in because everything is very preserved. You also might have seen it in a popular movie called The Princess Diaries, if you ever watched that. This is actually the Genovian consulate. So both of our campuses are really special. Like I said, you can take classes at both if you would like. Most upper division classes and like science labs and things like that will be available at the Chelan campus, and everyone graduates from Chelan. So if you start at Doheny, eventually you'll make your way up to Chelan. But again, opportunities at both campuses, and they're both really beautiful places to discover. As I mentioned earlier, we are a little bit of a smaller school as some of my other colleagues here today. So on average, you're gonna have 16 students per class size. If it's a bigger class, it's going to be about 30 students, and those usually tend to be more science or math classes. Mount St. Mary's is really well known for our STEM programs or pre-health professions. And so we have a lot of students who are in those science and math classes, and that's why they might be a little bit of a higher volume than others. But on average, your student to faculty ratio is going to be 10-to-1, which means you're getting a really nice and personalized education. Your professors are really getting to know you. They're really getting to invest in you and learn one-on-one about your goals, what you want to do in the future. They know your name. They'll call you out if you don't go to class. So that's one of the benefits of going to a small school. We have over 30 different majors and minors. Again, back to the liberal arts, we have a LACE curriculum that is really rooted in 4 pillars, one of them being the spirit of the founder. So we just want you to really engage in who the CSJs were and really learn about social justice and some of the things that are happening, in our surroundings, in our communities. So some of the classes that you might take are history, psychology, things like that. This is just a preview of some of our majors and minors. We have a ton more. A lot of our students like to add a minor to their major just because we do have more resources available to you in terms of helping you, with study skills, making sure you're ready for any upcoming tests and things like that. Professors working one-on-one with you and having available open hours and office hours. So a lot of students really like to add that minor to enhance their education. These are just some pictures of our students, but I'm gonna fast forward. Here is my contact information. So if you wanna jot that down, I'd be more than happy to meet with you one-on-one and just talk about any application questions that you have or let you know more about the university. We are fully virtual right now. So we have virtual tours, virtual events, virtual appointments, all that fun stuff. So please let me know if there's anything else that I can introduce you to about the Mount.
Thank you so much, Nicole. We are very enjoyed really learning about that. All right, up next we will be learning about William Jessup University.
Hello, everyone. Nicole, you did a great job. Okay, let me share my screen here. Are you guys able to see?
I don't see it yet, Ashley.
Oh no. Okay, I might have to do it this way. How about this?
Not yet.
No. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and present my computer. I've been on Zoom all day, so it's being a little wonky, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the presentation. I'm so sorry. If I can get this working, I will try to. Okay. We are William Jessup University. We are located in Rocklin, California. So we're about 30 minutes from the city of Sacramento. I'm new to the West Coast, moved from Atlanta, Georgia. So I love this area. You are close to the mountains, you're close to Tahoe, you can get snow, and you're also close to San Francisco, a couple hours out, and Yosemite as well. So we're in a great part of the suburbs. We're in a very safe city, and we have a great community at Jessup. So I want to quickly talk about what makes Jessup uncommon. So Jessup University, we always talk about 3 things that make us anything but ordinary. We talk about affordability, community, and opportunity. So affordability, we are a private Christian university. And I know a lot of times when we hear private university, we hear expensive. And so we at Jessup are committed to finding scholarships for our students. We have amazing financial aid counselors, and also our admissions counselor as well at Jessup University will help you find scholarships. And Jessup is very generous to our students. We have tons of scholarships that we'll go through. Community, we have a great community. We're right at about 1,800 students. We have a close-knit community, and there's lots of opportunities to get involved. And opportunity, I'll talk a little more about that in a second. So 99% of our students receive financial aid. So if you are a student and you come to Jessup, you will receive financial aid. Our students graduate actually with 30% less debt than the national average of college students. Again, like I said, yes, we are a private university and a little higher cost, but we are generous in financial aid and scholarships. So we like to get that debt down and those costs down as much as we can for your family. And we are ranked #2 best value in California by US News and World Report. My information that we can provide later for you, I can talk through academic scholarships, according to what kind of school you graduate from. You know, we have scholarships from if you are in any type of ministry, if you're homeschool, if you're a Christian high school, again, academics, and among many other scholarships. Again, what makes us uncommon about our community is we also have a 10-to-1 faculty ratio. We have professors that are hands-on with their students. We have lots of mentorships and internships built into majors. So one of the best things about Jessup is before you graduate, you will not only graduate with a degree, you will also graduate with work experience, because we want to get you on an internship. This past year, we had some of our criminal justice majors actually intern with the FBI department, which was super cool. So before you graduate, we will make sure that you have an internship in your field of study. Jessup is very connected in the community, and we have a great network, and our professors are great at job placement after graduation. Our dorms, I wish I could show the pictures and my screen was working, but we're ranked #7 in California by Niche for safety and modern amenities. Our campus is pretty modded out. Also, 95% of our graduates have either gone on to graduate school or been employed within 6 months of graduation. So that's important. If you graduate in the area, Jessup students are hireable. We're always having people call the university to see if they can hire Jessup students. Again, we talked about mentorships. Academics, just kind of an overview of what we offer: applied and natural sciences, theology and Christian leadership, education, business, humanities, social science, and visual and performing arts. We have an amazing arts program. If you are passionate about theater, performing, dance, digital communications, we have a great program, and they offer scholarships as well. Again, if you have any other questions regarding Jessup, you can reach out, have information. And sorry, it's a little awkward without my presentation, but they will be able to pass on information. If you have any questions, you can ask in the chat, and I would be more than happy to answer for you.
Thank you, Ashley, for sharing more about Jessup. We all really enjoyed learning a little bit more. All right, our next presentation, we'll be hearing from Pacific Union College.
Hello, I'm gonna try to share my screen and hopefully this will work. Okay, can you see it? Hopefully.
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Okay. My name is Carolyn Pasquale-Smith, and I am an admissions counselor at Pacific Union College. We are located in beautiful Napa Valley, a little smoky right now, but we are actually on top of Howell Mountain. We own about 1,800 acres of forested land. So it's a very rural environment. We have been around since 1882, so one of the oldest colleges in California. At Pacific Union College, we strive for this motto: learn with purpose, rise in faith, serve with love. Some stats that you may be interested in: we are ranked number 4 in Best Value School by U.S. News and World Report, number 10 in Best Regional Colleges West. We are number 1 as the most diverse liberal arts college in the United States. And we are pretty proud of this one. Top earning alumni for a 2-year degree that's primarily from our program. We offer both an associate's and a bachelor's degree in nursing. We are ranked number 10 at the best Christian colleges in California, and we offer over 70 different degrees and programs ranging from associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, and a handful of master's degrees as well. At PUC, we offer our students what we call the signature experience, and this is crafted to give each of our students a meaningful experience while they are in college. This signature experience is comprised of 3 components: a success team, opportunities for mission and service, and a career network. The success team is the team that will surround you as a student and be your rope holders. They are there to be your supportive community. I have a little video to intro this idea. Hopefully this will work on the sharing my screen.
Your success is up to you. But at PUC, that doesn't mean you have to go it alone. Here, you'll have a success team dedicated to supporting you every step of the way. You'll be surrounded by a supportive community focused on your success. Residential life to help you settle in and find your place and your people on campus. Spiritual life to worship with you, pray for you, and lift you up when you need it the most. Financial to find every scholarship and financial aid opportunity available to you. Academic to advise, mentor, and inspire you while you pursue your purpose. And health and wellness to ensure that you enjoy a well-balanced college experience. This is your success team, and it's all part of the PUC Signature Experience, a meaningful experience for every student. Learn more. Visit us now at puc.edu.
Okay, so again, the success team is focused on 5 areas of life for our students. That's residential life. We are predominantly a residential campus. About 70% of our students do live on campus. Spiritual life is a very important component of us as a Christian liberal arts college. Spiritual growth opportunities are an important part of whole person education that we focus on. Financial questions are always a big deal when it comes to college. So each of our students works with a personal finance counselor who helps them track down every single bit of financial aid that they are entitled to. 100% of students at PUC are receiving financial aid of some kind. Academic mentorship is very important. Each of our students works with an academic advisor who is also a professor from their major department, who serves as not only an academic mentor, but often these mentorships continue on well past their time as a student. And then health and wellness is an important part of life at PUC. Again, back to our beautiful location, we have over 30 miles of hiking trails. Our students love spending time outside, getting fresh air, getting exercise to help them be able to focus on their academic programs and just have a well-rounded life. The number 2 component in our signature experience is about opportunities of providing mission and service. We believe that leadership is learned through service. So Over 1,400 students have gone out from PUC to serve as missionaries across the world. We also offer a lot of domestic, local service opportunities, whether it's homeless feeding or tutoring for low-income children. There's a gamut of opportunities to learn and to serve. We've started a new thing at PUC called the co-curricular transcript. We've recognized that education isn't just about the academics, so we want to be able to offer our students ways to document how they are also learning in co-curricular, extracurricular areas. So whether it's service opportunities or leadership positions in student government or being athletes on one of our sports teams, all of these co-curricular and extracurricular activities are recorded to their co-curricular transcript, which will accompany their academic transcript when they graduate. The third component of our signature experience is a career network. Obviously, our students are focused on their education and hoping that they'll be prepared for their dream job. So while they are preparing for that job, they will have mentorship. We have alumni working in all sorts of industries. Here's just a sampling of a few industries that we have alumni working. And our alumni are very active as pioneer mentors. A pioneer is our mascot. So we are the pioneers, and our alumni continue to be pioneers even after they've graduated. So our students have the opportunity to have an alumni mentor who is currently working in the industry that they're focusing on for their career. They also have assistants on campus to learn about the right ways to put a resume together, the right way to construct a portfolio. And we also offer classes and training for them to develop their soft skills, things like interview skills, for example.
Carolyn, oh, thanks.
Yes.
If you could just, if there's something you want to direct into more information, which I think is your last slide, but we're right at that time.
Thank you. We are currently offering virtual tours done by our campus student ambassador. You can also meet with an academic advisor and a financial counselor during your tour. We offer a net price calculator on our site. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me. My name is Carolyn Pasquale-Smith, and my contact info is on this slide. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next we are going to be hearing from Point Loma Nazarene University. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me and see my screen?
Yes, we can hear you and see everything, Carolyn. And McKenna, yes, we can see.
Thanks. Well, my name is McKenna Bell, and I am an admissions counselor at Point Loma Nazarene University. Also on this video, we have Sophie Eagle, who's a current student at Point Loma, and she will be on the chat to answer any questions you might have. This QR code will be again at the end of the presentation, but if you scan it with your camera on your phone, it'll take you to a little form that you can fill out to put in some more information so we can continue to be in touch with you. But Point Loma is a small Christian liberal arts university located in San Diego, California. And a little overview of our student body. We are a capped enrollment university. We're capped at 2,700 students, which results in a great tight-knit community, an average classroom size of 23 students, as well as a student-to-faculty ratio of 14:1. So you really do get to know your professors and have access to them throughout your entire Point Loma career. We also have 60 areas of non-impacted areas of study, which means our graduation rate for our students is almost at 100% in 4 years. Our top 5 most popular areas of study are nursing, business, education, kinesiology, and our STEM sciences, so the pre-med track. And Sophie actually is a business student, so if you have any questions about that or student life, go ahead and direct them to her. Some accomplishments we would like to highlight is we have a 90% medical school acceptance rate for our medical or pre-med track students, a 90% passing rate of the NCLEX exam for our nursing students. We are in the top 10 schools in California for the CPA exam, which is for our accounting students. And if none of those areas of study are what you might be interested in, once again, we have 91% of our students who are graduating doing so in 4 years. That is in large made possible by our Office of Strengths and Vocation, which is essentially our career center on campus. Here you can see some of what they offer for our students. They are a great, well-loved, well-used resource on our campus. Almost 100% of our majors require or strongly recommend a internship, as we recognize that's a huge part of developing you as a young professional in whatever field you're going into. So this office is very responsible for getting our students well connected into the wider San Diego area and beyond. Continuing with some campus life, there are lots and lots of ways to get involved. We have an abundance of clubs. Here's a brief overview of what some of them are, but they vary from academic clubs to art, theater, music, social activism. We have a great multicultural group on campus, as well as a ton of interests, kind of fun hobby clubs and sports. And we are NCAA Division II in our athletic ranking as well. We are a Christian university also. We're founded in the Nazarene Church. And because of that, we have a huge involvement of students involved with some sort of ministry, whether it's on campus or off campus. We have great tutoring ministries. We have an awesome surf and serve. We're located literally right on the beach, so some good access to that. We're also very close to downtown San Diego, so our homeless ministries are really popular as well. We have 8 on-campus residence halls for our students. About 70% of students are living on campus all 4 years. If you go to our website, which is pointloma.edu, you can see a great virtual tour of some of these residence halls to get kind of an inside scoop. I'll note here, we also are doing in-person visits. Our office is open. You do have to sign up before, and we're a little bit limited on the buildings we can go into, but you can totally register for a visit at pointloma.edu/visit and set that up. A brief overview of our application, as we are kind of in that application season. If you're a senior, you can find our application on the Common App as well as our website. They're identical, so we don't have a preference of where you're applying. You'll see the deadlines here. I'll highlight the November 15th deadline for our early action, which is a non-binding commitment, so you're not committed to Point Loma if you apply early action. If you're interested in nursing or biology or one of those more popular majors, I would strongly encourage you to check out our early action deadline, as a lot of the students admitted into those programs are applying early on or before November 15th. And then a couple kind of COVID notes, since this obviously is an unusual year for us all. We will be test optional, which means you do not have to have a standardized test to apply to Point Loma. Because of that, we've redone our merit scholarship grid. It's very detailed also on our website. Under the scholarship page, Point Loma is dedicated to getting students as much money as possible. So as you kind of go through this process, if you are interested in applying, after you get connected with one of us, your admissions counselor, you'll also be connected with a student financial aid officer, and they will kind of help you build the best financial aid package as you apply. And almost 100% of our students are receiving some sort of financial aid. I'll also note this could be all reevaluated again. We're very aware of people not being able to get tests and all of that, so we're totally on your team and very understanding of that. We also are really pushing our optional interviews, as mostly because students aren't submitting tests, and so that's important to us to kind of get a little bit more well-rounded part of your application. So here's the QR code again. If you want to contact me or anyone on our team, head to our website, pointloma.edu. Thanks so much for your time.
Great. Thank you, McKenna. We really appreciated hearing that. Next, we will be hearing from Simpson University.
All right, awesome. Let's try and actually, I'm not gonna share my screen. I'm just gonna talk.
Okay, Derek.
I'm with Simpson University. We are located in Redding, California. So it is a bit smoky up here as well. I like to tell people that we are a small town. If you've not been to Redding, But if you want that city life, you can go to San Francisco or Sacramento, because that is pretty close to us, about 3 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes to Sacramento. So you can get the best of both worlds attending here. We're a family here at Simpson University. So on campus, our student body, I would say students that live on campus, 50% of our students do live on campus, but students that live on campus and commute, we're at about probably 500 to 600 students. So that is, I like to call it a family campus, because you really do get the chance to meet a lot of different people that you're going to be journeying through life with in this next season. So that's really exciting. Some of our top majors here, a lot of people don't kind of know what they want to do sometimes when they come in, but some of our most popular majors are our business programs. So if you're looking to get into management or marketing or administration, that is a big one. Nursing is a great program. We are in the top 15 for nursing school in the state of California. So we allow 31 students in each cohort. So it is a really competitive program, but it really gives you the opportunity to grow in a really small environment and have that one-on-one hands-on experience with your professors. And that's actually something that you're going to notice about all classes here, is our class sizes are small. And now because of COVID, our class sizes are really small. One of the unique things is we are doing in-person instruction right now. So it is really awesome for us, even in this semester, to have students living on campus. Students are walking around the campus. Obviously, we all have masks, we have social distancing, but it's really good to see life here. So we are continuing to move in that direction as we move forward. We are a low impact area for COVID. So that is why we were able to open up. So that's a good benefit for us. But obviously you can do online if you want that option. Back to a couple of the programs. So I said nursing, business. Kinesiology is like an up and coming major that a lot of people are wanting to get into. So about 75% of our students are athletes. So they also play sports, whether that's baseball or men's volleyball or women's volleyball or women's wrestling or men's wrestling. And we also have a bass fishing team, which a lot of people don't know, but they compete all over and get fish, which is amazing. So there's a lot of different things for you to do here as a student. If you want to be a student athlete, if you want to get involved in student development, which focuses on, which houses our residence life, our spiritual life, you're going to grow in your time here. So we want to make sure that you really develop really great connections with people. And as an admissions counselor, I am kind of the start of that. I am kind of the one to get you excited, get you pumped up, find out really what you want to do, where you want to go, and invite you into our family. So a little bit about our admissions process. You would apply online at simpsonu.edu. So simpsonu.edu is where you can find us and apply and find tons of information as well. We will take your transcripts, and we are not doing tests as well this year. So SAT and ACT tests are optional. So we're not requiring that. So that is kind of a huge burden lifted off for some of those that are nervous about that requirement. But pretty much we'll talk with you, we'll guide you through the process and figuring out what you really want to do. One of the big things I will say about Simpson University that is unique, again, like I keep saying, I feel like is family, because you're going off to college and you're going away from family, you're going away from friends, and you're nervous about how you're going to fit in or who you're going to meet. Well, we do tons of events to make sure that you are plugged in and you're getting connected. Our residence life team consists of RAs and resident directors that help promote campus-wide events, really. And it was really awesome, some of the events. We just had our orientation, some of the things they did. We did a kickball slip and slide thing. They've done so many different things, even in this year, a coffee shop crawl where you go to different coffee shops and meet up with different people. So it's been really cool to, in this weird time, still have a sense of connection. And that's one of the big things that you'll find as a student at Simpson University. So if you want to talk with me more, you want to find out more, you can find me on simpsonu.edu. That is the first place to go, the best place to go to apply, to find any information, and to contact us. And yeah, that's all I'm going to share. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Derek. We enjoyed hearing about Simpson. All right, and next we're going to hear from Northwestern Polytechnic University for our sixth College of the Evening. Looks great.
So my name is Amelia Contreras, and I also have another advisor here. Her name is Stephanie. She'll be able to answer any questions in the chat while I'm presenting, so that way we don't miss out on any of those questions. So the first thing you'd want to ask yourself, of course, is Northwestern Polytechnic for you. So I have a couple questions to ask yourself, and then we'll kind of elaborate on these after. So number one, do you enjoy high-tech data science, business operations, or management? Do you prefer to stay close to family? And are you also wanting to have that full university experience? Are you looking to fast track your degree and finish in less than 4 years? Is regional accreditation important to you? Do you prefer small class sizes and individualized attention? And are you looking for an affordable fee structure and a chance at an institutional grant or scholarship? If you answered yes to those questions, then yes, NPU is for you. We are located in Fremont, California, so we are close to Mount Diablo Unified School District. I'm not very close, but close enough to be home for the holidays. We also, work on a trimester system, so you are able to fast track your degree. What that means is, as an undergraduate taking a full course of 12 to 15 units per term, you'll finish in less than 3 years. If you do not skip any terms, which means summer as well, you are able to take a full course load between that 12 to 15 units, unlike most universities where you're either off during the summer or you can only take 7 units for the summer. Same for our graduates program. If you take 9 to 12 units per term, you'll finish in, most of people finish in a year, but if you want to extend that, then it's 1.5 years. We are also giving a little sneak peek. We are moving campuses summer 2021. So if you look in the corner, that is our new modern high-tech building that is being built just a couple blocks away from where we're located now. So that's exciting. Our applications are also open now for the full 2021 trimester. Sorry, I can't see with everybody's faces here on the side. Also, we have our 2021 grants and scholarships ready to be applied for as well. We have our President Scholarship that is 100% tuition coverage. We have our housing scholarships, which is 100% tuition plus full housing coverage. What that means is that you will be covered for housing the entire duration of your degree as long as you meet the minimum qualifications and maintain a high GPA in good standing. And then we have our NPU grant, which is 75% off tuition coverage. So this is great right now, especially due to the pandemic. We have a lot of these open and we are offering good incentives. So how to apply? You're going to want to gather your information, and that means your high school transcripts. You are able to apply now if you're going to apply for the 2021 school session, and you're going to want to make sure that you hit that minimum of 2.5 CGPA. However, if you do for some reason come under that, we do work on a holistic approach. So we will consider any academic clubs that you are in or any volunteer work and see where you are at academically as well as personally. And then you're just going to need your government issued ID or passport and your permanent resident card or visa if that is applicable to you. After you have all of that gathered, you're going to want to create the My NPU application profile. And lucky for everyone, the application fee is waived until December 15th, 2020. And then step 3, upload those documents If you are still enrolled, you're going to want to upload your current transcript. And then once you are graduated, then you will upload your official transcript upon completion. And then step 4, you're going to want to apply for those grants and scholarships. I do have a little apply now button that you can right click and it'll take you to another screen. If you do have dual screens, then you could take advantage of that right now. I'll give you a couple seconds. And then we have our scholarship requirements. So we just broke it down pretty simple because we knew we'd only have 6 minutes. Our presidential scholarship, you have to have a minimum CGPA to apply of 3.3. Our housing scholarship, the minimum is 3.5, which is a little higher just because, you know, there are less housing scholarships available than presidential scholarships. And then you're going to want to upload a scholarship statement telling us why you deserve a scholarship, what dedicates you to this campus, and what are your goals and successes so far that you've completed, and where you're looking to head to. And then one letter of recommendation is recommended from a teacher or a principal, but if you have more, then that's even better. It boosts your chances of getting accepted. And then because we knew we only had a short amount of time, we have provided an information session link to kind of go over more detail of what to expect when applying at NPU. I didn't think this was a descriptive presentation, but we are located in Fremont, so we're right across the bay. We are right next to the BART for you to go over to San Francisco. We do have, of course, the redwoods across the bay as well, and then, of course, the Pacific Ocean, but that's everybody's home over here. So we are just a great local option, and we are looking forward to hopefully meeting you and being able to tell you more about our programs. Another thing you should know is that we are working off of an affordable fee structure. So what that means is our per unit cost for an undergraduate degree is only $330 per unit as compared to, you know, most other costs of private universities.
Great. Well, thank you, Amelia. We really appreciate that. Since we have a minute or two before we go, if I could have all of the, I'm actually going to take off my screen share. If I could have all the presenters turn on their cameras and microphones for a minute. I think we'll just go around and have everyone answer a question and share perhaps a favorite campus tradition or special type of traditional event at your school, and just in about 15, 20 seconds, share something real quick. We'll start with Stephanie.
Sure. So I'm from NPU, and I love how all of our faculty have industry experience. So that's really what they can help connect with our students and help provide them opportunities and advice.
McKenna from Point Loma, Nazarene.
Yes. One of my favorite things about this campus is just the community. And I know that's cliche and everyone can say that about their college, but as an alumni from Point Loma, I just can't say enough how many times I still go onto campus to work now. And I'm just so grateful for the people and the way that I was shaped there. And so many students are graduating with that same testament. It's just a wonderful place. Even families visiting are like, oh, this is just unlike anything else. So that's what I would say. I could go on and on, but I'll start with that.
Thank you. Derek from Simpson.
Yes. Oh, I am unmuted. Perfect. Actually, so one of the amazing things that I love about our campus, we have an event coming up called SU Soul, and it is like an open mic event for students to showcase talents and different skills. So it's pretty cool that we do something like that to showcase our students. And so there's a lot of events and things that are geared towards really allowing our students to shine, and that's what I like most about our campus.
Awesome. Nicole from Mount St. Mary's. Oh, I don't think we can quite hear you, but it doesn't say your volume's up. Oh. so sorry. We can't hear you right now. But I knew you were going to say something great. We're so sorry about that. Carolyn.
One of the things, the traditions I love the most at PUC is we have an old bell tower from our original campus. And when a senior takes their final exam, they ring the bell. And it's become a huge tradition. They invite their family, their faculty, mentors, and it's a big celebration of their completion, in addition to graduation.
Very cool. And Ashley at William Jessup.
Yes, one of my favorite things on campus and the students as well is each semester we invite faculty and staff to volunteer their time in spiritual formation groups, and they're able to pour into students. And so that's something fun and extra mentorship. And, you know, we believe it not just educating the mind, but the whole person. And so it's exciting to see the new faculty every semester who have chosen to volunteer their time and to pour into students.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you. Nicole, you want to give it one more try? No, I'm so sorry. So students, check out Mount St. Mary's website. I'm sure they have a great section about all their favorite traditions. All right, well, we're wrapping up for the evening. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of our presenters. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Student attendees and families, when you leave this event, or guidance counselors, there'll be a quick survey. So please answer those 4 questions. We'd appreciate the feedback for you, from you. We also want to just remind you, this is one of many sessions being hosted. So please join us for additional sessions this week. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other sessions recordings posted for you. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening and good night.